From startup founders to seasoned business leaders, our guests share their stories and insights to help you overcome challenges, seize opportunities, and achieve your goals. So if you're ready to learn, grow, and succeed as an entrepreneur, hit that subscribe button and tune into the Global Entrepreneurs Podcast today.
In 3, 2, 1. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys, what's up, Ketchup? We're back. Balik na
What's
kami.
up, Ketchup? By the way, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening sa lahat po ng aming taga-subaybay. Si Alan, nandyan ka ba?
Nandito.
Oh,
Good day,
everyone.
everyone.
There, Erwin and Alan.
You wanna say hi?
Say hi.
Hi ka naman.
Yeah, good day for everyone.
Ayun, no? Napakatipid talaga na ito. Ayos. So, balik na kaming tatlo ngayon. And we have special guest. Grabe itong guest namin. Artistahin itong dalawang to. Matindi.
I think the previous love team sa sa Tabing Ilog.
Grabe to. Tabing ilog. Lala tayo age natin.
Yung age natin, ano?
So, pero matindi to. Matindi. Nasa ibang lugar to. Balita ko maraming kangaroo daw dito eh. So malupit to. Malupit tong mag-asawang to. Papakilala ni Elmer, bibigyan kayo ng idea kung sino siya, okay? Go ahead, Elmer, bibigyan kayo yung floor sa'yo.
Well, bago ang lahat, we are so privileged and thankful at the same time to welcome a couple which are both entrepreneurs in practice. Their name is Jennifer, and Mr. and Mrs. Jennifer and Audie. They are the owner of the cafe. They actually also have a marketing company called Amped, and they also have an accounting firm, di ba? Grabe. And they're both based in Melbourne, Australia. Tama ba yung pagkakasabi ko, partner? Melbourne. Yeah. Melbourne, Australia. Why don't we just call them right now? I can't hear you, Erwin. Are you there?
Oh, I'm here. Sorry, na-mute ko yung
There you
sarili ko. Okay.
Why
Sabi ko
don't
ulitin
we
mo.
welcome already our gorgeous and handsome.
Ayun, tawagin na natin si Audie and Jen.
There you go.
Audie and Jen, how are you?
Hi everyone, magandang araw po sa inyo.
Kamusta po lahat?
Hey, grabe.
Welcome.
Welcome po sa Jen.
And to, tama po yung pronunciation nyo, Melbourne. Pero locals will pronounce it Melbourne.
Without an
Wow.
R. Yes.
Melbourne.
Wait, ulitin ko. Ulitin ko. Melbourne, Australia.
Yes. Tama,
Yes.
Ayos. Baka ka ng Australian din ah. So like Australian ka na rin.
Parang gusto ko na ngayong pumunta sa Australia.
Oo. Eh dito kasi sa Toronto, parang Toronto. Iba, magsasabi Toronto, right? So parang Toronto lang yun eh. Toronto ka.
Paano ba Alan sa Calgary?
Alan, paano sa Calgary?
Ganun din, Calgary.
Oh,
Kasi
okay.
sa amin pinapaikli. Pag California, Cali.
Cali.
Stanford, tamad mga tao dito.
I'm from Cali. Wow, angas.
Actually, yung LA, ang tawag ng mga Australians dyan, Los Angeles.
Oh, wow. Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yes.
Ayos. So,
Anyway,
yun.
For
Galing.
such a privilege and honor po. So maraming salamat for giving us your time.
Yes, thank you so much, Global Entrepreneurs Network. This is such a wonderful platform, no, para ma-inspire yung mga other, Filipinos or other entrepreneurs na, to share their stories. And yet, you guys been doing such a good job.
Yes, and
Oh,
kudos.
thank you. Appreciate. Okay, so papakilala muna natin si Audie and Jen. O kaya sila nila magpakilala. Binigyan na naman ng konting background ni Elmer, right? About them. Baka may additional kayo na you wanna share with us, like When did you move to Australia? Saan kayo nanggaling? Ano yung mga businesses? Aside dun sa mga nabanggit ni Elmer. I know you guys are busy, right? So, grabe, ang dami. I'll give you the floor, okay?
You go for it.
Yes po, my name is Odwin o Odi for short. Yeah, pumunta po ako dito 1997. So that means I'm really old na. No, kidding. I'm still young. Pero yun, yung family ko, they've been in Australia for a long time, since 80s. So nadamay lang sa kanila. Tapos dito na ako nagtapos, and then I was involved first sa retail sector, and then I did hospitality for a little bit, and more hospitality, and then I went to linen and textile industry. Tapos noon, we ended up here after getting fed up with with the same industry. No, I mean, like sometimes you feel it's time to move on from the career.
But si Jen naman, anong a little bit background ni Jen?
Ito na nga yung ano. So, yun, I'm Jen or Jennifer. I went muna sa New Zealand via family migration.
Okay.
Yes, when I was 18, because my mom's a nurse, so it's easier to migrate that time. Well, actually, kahit naman yun na pag-nurse ka and then family. So I did my nursing in New Zealand, and then after I finished nursing, I moved to Australia. So 5 years in New Zealand, and then sa Australia, I think, how many years am I here now?
15 or more.
18 years. 18 years na ako sa
Oh.
Australia. In Melbourne specifically, around 8 years.
But she's not she's still a Kiwi citizen, by the way. Pinag-iisipan pa namin kung ako ba yung dadali niya sponsor sa New Zealand o ako mag-i-sponsor.
It's the same.
Teka, nagulan ako. New Zealander si Jennifer.
Ako, yes.
Si Audie ang Aussie, Australian.
Yes, correct. So wala namang much difference in terms of privilege and yun.
They're pretty much reciprocal
naman. So,
Pero,
Okay.
mga voting rights,
Yes.
yung mga usual, yung politics. I don't think you wanna go into politics anyway.
hindi naman. Never voted. So yun, I've been nursing for 18 years, I think. And then, yun, based na ako dito sa Melbourne ngayon.
Ang galing. Melbourne. Yeah.
Wow! Parang local talaga dito eh. Mapagkakalang kayo.
Melbourne.
So nagkakilala nila kayo sa tama ba? O
Yes.
Diyan na kayo nagkakilala?
After niya mag-move from Sydney, she moved here, then nagkakilala kami.
Nice. Pag-usapan natin love story nila.
You have to dive deeper into that. I was previously married when I was in Sydney. But then, kasi bata pa kami noon, so the relationship didn't work out. And then, I moved to Melbourne to heal.
This is a healing place talaga.
Yes, this is my healing place.
You mean to find the cure.
Yeah.
Yun na nga. So, ito na nga.
Hindi ko alam kung cure, headache yung
Anyway, so we met.
Yeah, we've met. Actually, we met sa church.
Wow.
But now he was previously.
I was also in a relationship before, and then I found healing. I'm joking. Sorry.
So, yun na, doon nagsimula. Ganda. Thank you for sharing that. Elmer, do you have any follow-up question? Or Alan, you want to say something?
Well, since I have one question before you ask those following questions that you prepared. I'm just so curious because both usually I find couples just like the husband is the business or businessman or entrepreneur, and then the other one is not, and then sometimes the wife is the one who's into business, the husband is not. How is Jen and Audie working together in the same business? How do you manage expectations, disagreements, handling different point of view and perspective in doing the business and making decisions? How do you guys handle Is that because me and my wife is also both entrepreneurs, and I those are the times that we have a hard time, especially when both of you are like alpha male, alpha female. Then how do you manage it? I'm just curious.
So ito na nga. Do you want to answer? Your male's perspective muna, I think.
Male perspective, I mean, I'm really grateful that she's working with me in the business. I couldn't do this on my own po, honestly. Para I think may mga kanya-kanya lang kaming strength and then we use that to our advantage. So for example, magaling siya sa hands down socials, yung gumagawa siya ng mga connections through that. Ako naman, magaling ako in people skills, like in front of someone, I'm really good po. Pero pagdating sa paggawa ng mga marketing material, I suck. So we use our strength. Tapos at saka ano din po, paano ba natin dinidivide yung time natin? We always work separately. Parang yun yung mas efficient po kami sa ganung paraan.
Yeah, it's very difficult din kasi nga, yun yan, our personalities when it comes to business. Kasi iba naman yung personality mo together as husband and wife. But when yung mga atake sa business, parang may mga different point of views and attacks na, you want to achieve. Pero at the end of the day, it's more of how you communicate with each other. With me, I'm more on hands-on sa mga productions, mga ganyan. Siya naman more on talagang customer service skills. So we divide the tasks. To run the cafe, ako more on the back end, yung mga supplies, mga dealing with the staff, rosters, yung mga ganyan. Siya naman sa front.
I deal with the front, with the people, sa customers.
Yun. And then if we really communicate kung ano pa yung i-improve ng isa-isa, syempre minsan talagang nakakairita, di ba?
I can relate because
Parang minsan magpapatayan na kayo, pero at the end of the day, you still try to resolve yung issue. Yun yung nabasa ko nga nung the other day, it's not like you have an issue with each other, you have an issue with the problem. So, ititreat mo separately yung tao dun sa issue.
Tsaka kami po, ako personally, we prefer na we just work, we leave work or business. Pagdating sa bahay, that's separate. Kasi otherwise, the dynamics will change and then that's when you have issues in your relationship.
So outside. Okay. So hindi nyo pinaghahalo. Okay.
As much as possible.
We try.
Ayos. Daka lang, Elmer, nakalimutan kong banggitin yung title ng podcast natin,
Kasi na-excite ka dun sa mga artista natin.
Grabe talaga. Kasi yung podcast title pala natin is Raising Capital, Strategies and Stories from Successful Entrepreneurs, right? So basically what we want to know is how did you raise capital when you started with your business? So yung kumbaga yung strategies nyo, yung stories, right? So those things.
Anong capital yung ginamit nyo? Did you guys do some ways on how to get capital to start up your business? Or some people says, say online internet saying, you don't need a capital to start a business, which is, that's why we want to showcase and ask the real entrepreneurs like you who really do business. Tell us, how were you guys able to raise the capital sa mga business na tinayo ninyo?
That's a very good question.
Yes.
Yeah. Kumbaga, share niyo yung personal journey niyo of raising capital for your business, right? And ano yung mga challenges along the way? Let's say we start with the first with a cafe, right? Like, how did you raise up a capital? Did you borrow money from somebody? Did you save money first before you bought the business or something like that? Can you share your personal journey about it? Like, how did you come up with the fund?
Sure, no worries po. So, sa business, for example, itong cafe, like what you said, exactly that. Yung combination siya na you have a little bit of savings, you have previous investment, you have real estate, and we also have family friends who also parang they can also help. So in this case, ganun yung mga combination. Hindi lang one na meron akong family they invested this amount. We actually are independent. Wala kaming outside investor. So kami dalawa lang talaga yung nag-raise. Yeah.
Okay. How long is the cafe? Go ahead, Jen. Sorry. Go ahead.
Cafe's been open for around 6 months now.
Okay.
In totality po. Since soft opening.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Jen.
So to backtrack that, kasi yung cafe, ito lang yung actually, this is the newest business that we're handling. So ang pinakauna talaga, we started with properties.
Yeah.
So we're really big into property investment. So we currently have 3 investment properties and principal place of residence. So when we started, so we bought our first property, and then we used equity for that to fund for the following properties. So yun talaga yung I guess yung pinaka-core na,
So our foundation is real estate.
Real estate
That's
talaga.
how you make your, I mean, it's probably not for everyone, and this is not financial advice, but
yeah, disclaimer. Masuka dyan.
Well, it's your personal experience, so nobody can,
disclaimer ka pa rin, baka mamaya, alam mo naman, uso ang su dito, no?
Opo. Lalo na sa online, di ba, sa kakasabi lang ni Sir Elmer, like you read something online and then someone says this, alam, maingat lang kami.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially we have the accounting firm, so we really use this disclaimer a lot. So it's based on our personal experience. So it may or may not apply.
Financial advice.
Yun yeah, not financial advice. But yeah, dun nga kami nag-start sa properties, and then along the journey, you meet a lot of entrepreneurs then. So dun siguro rin nakatulong talaga to acquire the other businesses. So the next business we had was well, we had the photo booth as well. Ang dami talaga ng mga micro businesses.
Maraming pero that's just do we mention everything?
So yun na, I guess yung photo booth was a big part of us too. So we had that 10 years ago. We bought it from a friend who sold it to us, and then it's still running.
That's the most humble beginning we've had. Kasi honestly, that photo booth actually bought our first home. To be honest.
Yeah, it helped us buy.
I think it's just a small business, but it's
Yeah. And then after that, marami kaming mas nakilalang mga tao, mga entrepreneurs, mga business people then who really helped us and mentored us. To acquire more businesses, and nakaka-inspire talaga na they're not in employment anymore. So the next business was the TaxSmart Cafe.
The TaxSmart Cafe, Casey. So it's like a I don't know how you say that. Hindi man siya franchise. It's technically like a franchise. So you're buying yung rights for a certain area. So they call it here LGA, local government area. So binili namin yung Casey. So yun yung
together with our business partners, which is
2.
our his brother and my sister-in-law. So there's 4 of us in the firm. And then doon namin na-realize na you don't really need to be an accountant to run one. You just need, parang management skills. So yung nakita naming model na pwede palang mag-acquire ka ng business kahit hindi mo background yung negosyo. Basta meron ka mga mentors around you, and there's already like a support system and a service that's already been set up.
Yeah, and we just actually hired 1 more staff. So the company is growing on its own, and we're in the background. We're still involved, pero we're just blessed and happy na it's working
running.
very well.
Yeah. So we have 2 accountants currently, and then we handle individual tax returns and also businesses.
I see. So nabanggit mo yung dalawang bagay, which is the management and mentors, right? So you need to have those things, right? You should know how to manage. Ngayon, more on monitoring na lang kayong dalawa, right? For that business. Oh, okay. So you have the system already. So a group of mentors.
I have a question.
Yes po.
Going back dun sa bago kayo mag-start, you mentioned about actually yung break na nagbigay sa inyo ng breakthrough is when you guys purchase your first house, and then you
Mhm.
guys use an equity as a leverage for raising capitals for the next businesses that you guys na tinayo or binili.
That's
Mhm.
correct.
Can you elaborate that more? Kasi I know many were gonna ask, how did you guys do it? How does it work? Because I'm so familiar with that because it happened in my own personal life and
Yeah.
in my own entrepreneurial journey. I use equity as a leverage to buy or create or buy another make business. But
Yes.
can you elaborate more? How does it works in your setting, like especially in Australia? Because for
Yeah.
sure other countries have different ways to do it.
That's
In your
correct.
in Australia, how you guys able to do it?
Yes. So with properties naman, 'di ba? If you buy in the right area, it will double itself between 7 to 10 years as per
Okay.
research.
Mhm.
So with our case, because Melbourne is fastly moving, growing sa properties, it actually doubled in 5 years.
Yeah.
And then that's what we used to save up for the next property. Kasi 'di ba ang hirap talaga nagbabayad ka ng mortgage and then to save up.
Yeah.
So why not use other people's money, which is, the bank's money, to
Mhm.
leverage yourself to buy the next one. So, ang
Yes.
pinakamahirap lang naman talaga yung first property mo, and then the
Yeah.
succeeding ones is a lot
That's
easier.
what I learned from my parents. They always tell us, just get yourself or your foot on the door,
Yeah.
then at least, di ba, you're halfway there already sa investment journey mo. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Galing. So
I'm
you
so
get the
glad
equity
that
of the first house, then you buy another property, you get the
Yes.
equity, then you move to another property, which is the third
That's
one, right? So you get the equity.
I'm
Galing.
so
Yes.
glad you mentioned about the property. Sometimes yung value nila is doubled in
Mhm.
7 to 5 to 10 years. Remember, from our previous podcast, we always keep saying this, and I keep on saying this because this is like real experience.
Yeah.
Things like this happens,
Yeah.
and I think my follow up question, Jennifer and Audie, is um yung iba kasi sinasabi nila save money before you start business, right? Save your
Mhm.
money, your dime in your piggy bank and start a business. But what can you say about that? Is that something na based on your experience kasi you guys leverage the system, the financial
Yeah.
system compared to
OPM.
sa mga tao na nagba-advise na mag-save ka, which is for me it'll take like forever, right? Before you could, you
That's
know.
true.
What
Yung
can you say about
inflation.
There's half truth naman po to that one if yung savings talaga malaki na siya na then you can reinvest it. Pero ang hardest po talaga ngayon, honestly, especially with inflation, yung
Yeah.
where do you start? How do you actually get ahead just to put a deposit? Yun po talaga yung biggest challenge.
Mhm.
So, I suppose, ang ano lang, kung ako yung tatanong ko, again, not advice, ano talaga. I'm sorry.
experience.
Yeah, experience. Lagi pong mas gusto namin na ini-invest siya kaysa sinisave lang. Kasi you get more return for your money using that money sa pag-invest rather than just getting stuck there sa bank. How much is your interest? 4% per annum
Yeah.
compared to, let's say, real estate, which statistically 7 to 10 years, you buy a 300,000 house, now it's 600,000. Yung return nun, di ba? Doble.
Yeah.
So, parang
Yeah.
ganun lang yung analogy ko po.
Mhm. And I guess another strategy is, yun nga, if you build your reputation naman and your friends trust you, you can borrow money.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like us, we're really surrounded with business people who is also very supportive. So they lent us money to get to this cafe. Yun din talaga yung, I guess, puhunan mo in a way na your reputation and and that
Yeah.
the trust
Credibility.
that you
Mhm.
credibility that you pay it back.
So, parang ano lang
Yeah.
yun, di ba? Maganda yung mga friends mo, circle of friends mo. Parang, sige, kailangan mo na bukas yan. Okay, let's put it down para lang ma-reserve mo yan while you're waiting for this amount. Parang ganun.
Okay. Pa-friends na rin ako doon sa mga friends nyo. Kailangan ko ng cash
Pwede
eh.
kong makilala sila.
Oo nga.
But I'm so glad, Erwin, and Alan, na binanggit din nila kasi ito tinatopic namin to from previous episodes, that there are creative ways of
Oh, yeah.
financing traditional and non-traditional. And ito yung sinasabi namin na, sometimes hindi lang nila naiisip. At they thought that they just have to go to bank and sometimes disapprove sila, tapos na yung pangarap nila. Diba? Hindi.
Give up na.
But there are other ways na pwede mong subukan tulad ng ginawa nyo. You are surrounded with, with people, but you have to develop your reputation and integrity so that they can, those people that have money can trust you. Baka nga nag-aagawan pa sila.
Oo.
Ibigay yung pera nila, di ba?
Yeah,
But anyway, thank you for that input.
we're so blessed with our friends also kasi parang yun nga, when we're buying the cafe and we don't have
Yung parang liquid na kailangan
Liquid.
ma-withdraw mo siya agad tomorrow. Parang something like that.
So isang tawag lang sa friends namin, okay, how much do you need? Tapos yun na. Parang na-feel namin na it's meant to be for us din kasi it's a bit easy. Although, di ba, may struggles din. Pero it was easy for us to say, yes, we'll do this. And kaya nga pag, di ba, when opportunity presents itself, just grab it. Kasi hindi mo na alam kailan uli yun dadaan ulit.
I know. Kaya po sa mga kaibigan ni Jennifer and ni Audie,
Grabe, pakilala.
Friendly din po kami.
Saan nyo ba hinahanap sila? Paano nyo hinahanap?
I'm kidding aside, we want to say thank you to those people. Kasi imagine if nobody believes in them, wala tayong Jen and Audie na i-feature ngayon sa ating Global Entrepreneurs Network. So friendships, thank you so much.
Thank you. Shout out.
Thank you sa kanila.
Galing. Alan, may follow-up question ka ba? May gusto kang sabihin?
Wala, parang narinig ko lang ang lesson dito na dinadigest ko yung lesson. So, one, credibility talaga is important, right? Sa business. You build relationship sa kaibigan. Once you're credible, madaling humingi ng funding.
Huwag mo na sirain.
Same sa bank, di ba? Pumunta ka sa bank, maglo-loan ka, credibility lang din ang puhunan mo eh.
Credit score, yeah. Credit
Diba?
score, yeah.
So, and second is na tututunan ko dito is yung niro-roll nila from one investment to another investment.
Galing.
Diba yung property nila?
Yeah.
So, hindi traditional yun, strategy to build wealth, but pwede may take advantage yung, kasi sabi nga natin lagi, ang business is leveraging eh. You have to leverage the system na available sa'yo. Pero hindi mo mali-leverage yun kung wala kang credibility. Kaya lagi natin sinasabi, we have to build credibility. Di ba?
Ayos. Bukas sa almusalin ko yan. Bukas sa almusalin ko yan, Alan. Kakain ako ng credibility.
May buy one, get one dito.
Available at the cafe.
Yes, Cafe Kusina.
Papasyalan yan sa Australia, definitely. Punta tayo dyan.
Papasyalan natin next year.
Wow, totoo na ba to?
Totoo na. So Canada muna, tapos Australia. Huli na yung US kasi magulo si Elmer eh. Magulo sa US eh. Nandiyan si Elmer.
Yeah. Next meet up natin, di ba? Executive meet up ng Jen is sa Australia. So, mabibisitan natin ang Cafe Kusina.
Ang galing. Pero, Audie and Jen, may mga challenges din kayo, right? Along the way na, I'm sure may mga time na dinecline kayo ng mga tao, dinecline kayo ng mga bank, or dinecline kayo ng mga How do you handle that? Like, I'm sure, ibang tao will be like, oh man, I'm upset. I don't want to do this. Kayo, alam ko, you will not stop, right? Bahala ko, ayaw mo sa akin, move on ako. NO, next opportunity, right? Ayaw pa rin NO, next opportunity, right? So I guess that's how you do it. Pero ibibigay ko sa inyo kung paano nyo, bigay nyo story kung paano nyo ginawa, paano nyo hinandle yung mga challenges.
Mahirap po minsan yung rejection eh. It really hurts. Pero parang actually, ang magiging lang doon, you use that as inspiration to find yung solution instead na mag-stress kami o mag-worry. So what we do, we go back to the drawing board, we sit down, and yun yung binention ko kanina about us working together pag magkasama kami. We use that to our advantage kasi solusyonan talaga namin. Kung kesa magsisiya kami or if we work together, actually, yeah, we move on, we move forward. Katulad ng, let's say na lang, sa isang, someone said, no, we can't fund you for this investment. Ma-realize namin pag may kinausap pala kaming iba o workout kami na meron pa palang ganitong solution, mas mabilis ma-handle yung ganong problema. Kesa kanya-kanya kami, hindi ako magre-research kasi alam, strength ko to. We combine our, and then we focus.
And again, diba, rejection is just a redirection. Minsan pag na-reject ka, mas maganda pa nga yung darating sa'yo eh. So, just don't stop. If you have a goal talaga, you do whatever it takes. Yun nga sabi ni Chef Ben, lagi sa amin, do whatever it takes to achieve that. So, yun, para ma-achieve yung goals.
Galing sinabi niya. Rejection is just a redirection. Wow, sinulat ko yun ha, Jen ha. Tatanda ko yun. Galing. Ayos. Elmer, follow up. Huwag kang magtago dyan.
Ninanamnam ko yung mga sinasabi nila. No?
Grabe itong mag-asawa. No, napakalalim eh. Buti na lang Tagalog to eh.
Meron kasi ako yung set, yung rejection, set. But anyway,
rejection is just redirection.
Sometimes, actually, sa akin, ang take ko doon is, you have to experience rejection kasi that's a learning opportunity for entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur that doesn't able to eat rejections at all time, don't be an entrepreneur because most of the times part yun ng pagiging mahusay na entrepreneur yung maging okay ka kahit na reject ka, even on sales or a business deal or a transaction. Sometimes even your own family members will not believe in you dun sa mga ginagawa mo. But narelate natutuwa na si. But it doesn't stop us, sabi nga ni Jennifer is like redirection, it's a redirection na natin. Kasi lalo na sa traditional Filipino families or yung ating culture, we're not, and even when we were in college, we're not groomed to be an entrepreneur. Nung pumasok tayo sa college, we are groomed to be an employee. Diba? Yeah. We study, we learn all those subjects, but not to be an entrepreneur, but to be an employee. And now, nitong nagkaedad na tayo, when we're out of the school system, that's when we found out we're not called to be employee, right? And then doon natin nakita, nire-reject yung idea natin. May kahit napakagandang idea, but all our relatives, sometimes your closest friend will not gonna believe you. But you know that you are called to do entrepreneurship. Yun yung nakita ko sa kanila na that's why okay lang, di ba? Okay lang ma-reject, see you na lang sa finals.
Bahala kayo, naiwan kayo.
Yeah, di ba? You also choose your friends wisely. Yun yung lagi kong sinasabi. Kasi you're the average of the 5 people you spend time with. Di ba? So, minimize yung rejection. You surround yourself with people who have the same mindset as you and who you build credibility with. So, I guess yun yung naging formula din namin in building these businesses.
Gamitin mo talaga siyang fuel. Ako, pinersonal ko talaga yung rejection eh. Actually, there's a short story na may share ako.
Sige.
Yung very first house na binibili namin, nireject talaga ako na they didn't even bother waiting for me. I always say this in my interviews. Never let them use that as a fuel. Kasi then you can turn around. Hindi mo naman sasabihin na ayaw mo naman yun na sabihin na no, it's your mistake. Pero actually, magagamit mo siya na mas maging determined ka ma-achieve yung goals mo. Yung reject ka niya na wala kang pag-asa, sorry, I'm going ahead. I'm not even gonna wait for you sa appointment. I'll just tell you by text. Sorry, you can't do this. The banks won't give this to you.
But then it led us to a better broker who gave us our first home, who helped us get us for our first home.
Yeah.
So yun na nga, di ba? Talagang nung rejection na yun, mas napaganda pa pala. And then this broker helped us with the succeeding homes.
Okay, you mentioned broker. Tell me more about it. Because in my experience, when you find the right person, especially brokers, That's the time na makaka-leverage ka ng iba't ibang klase ng strategies and financials wherever you are. So tell me more about that broker. How did you find that broker and what are the things that naitulong niya sa inyo, yung mga financing or something na nagawa nila sa inyo? Baka may matutunan tayo lalo na sa mga nakikinig.
The way we see it, parang siyang let's say meron akong sakit. Sila yung pupuntahan ko, di ba? Yung doctor, specialist or something, or may sakit, sira yung kotse ko. So parang yung broker, sila yung nakakaalam sa financial side kung nabibigyan nila ng advice na maridirectan nila. So that's why para sa akin important din yung broker. Tsaka itong rin namin, talagang malaking tulong na naka-access kami ng iba-ibang lender na hindi ka basta i-reach.
And also, kahit na professional sila, may iba pa rin, be careful pa rin when finding a professional, no? Kasi iba, they're just after the commissions. They don't care about, if you'll survive in the future. With our broker, it's very conservative. So talagang pinaproject niya, kakayanin niyo ba to? Kunwari mawalan yung isang trabaho sa inyo. So ganun siya conservative na sinet up niya kami na kahit nag-inflate, tumaas yung interest rates, we're still able to afford, the houses that we built. And may buffer pa rin, hindi yung talagang hindi na kami kakain. So,
house poor, yeah. May hiccup yun. Yeah. True. Galing. Short term, long term, kapag nakaplano.
Correct.
That's right.
Go ahead, Elmer. Alan, you want to say something?
Dinadigest ko pa yung natututunan.
Ang dami mong dinadigest, ah. Baka
mapupka na dyan.
Puro ka na lang digest, ah.
Yeah, hindi. Kasi marami akong natututunan na sinishare nila eh.
Galing.
Tulad nung isa sa lesson na nakita ko dito is you have to seek professional advice, right? If you don't know it, if you don't know how to deal with it, get a professional advice.
Ano masasabi mo, Alan, dun sa yung nagko-content? Joke lang po.
Hindi naman professional advice yun kasi you have to seek professional advice para yung ibig sabihin yung risk mo mas mitigate yung risk. Sabi nga natin, risk is lagi nandiyan pero kung calculated risk, okay lang. At saka mabibigyan ka ng advice ng calculated risk kung ang kausap mo professional talaga.
Yeah.
That's right. So that's why we have a team of professionals behind us as well. So we have our accountant, we have our financial advisors and our mortgage broker to advise us na kung kakayanin ba talaga namin financially yung mga investments. And also, yung mga mentors namin, yung mga friends who's also in the business industry, very important yun kasi you get different perspectives then. And they will guide you talaga to achieve yung, hopefully, in the future, financial independence after, yeah.
Going back to the broker, so meron na kayong parang ang pagkakarinig ko is meron na kayong broker na laging yung pinupuntahan or laging yung you're working with. So far from nag-start kayo sa kanya hanggang ngayon, can you mention like the at least the paano ko ba itatanong to yung mga ways na nakakuha kayo ng capital, anong klaseng loan, meron ba diyang government loan, meron ba diyang personal loan, a business loan, or yung mga tinatawag nating non-traditional or creative ways to get funding?
Financing.
Ano na yung mga nasubukan nyo dito sa magaling yung broker na maybe we could get something na magkaroon na idea yung mga listeners natin na, possible pala to get funding or capital through these ways?
Yeah.
Number one namin ginagamit yung equity release. So,
Equity.
Yes po. So, let's say nag-build na yung isang property. Pwede mo siyang kuha ng certain amounts, up to
80% loan to value, right? 80% loan to value.
Correct. Yes.
So, yun yung number one strategy. Pero may hangganan din yun kasi they always assess yung
Borrowing capacity.
Yung service.
Yeah.
So, kung kaya ng serviceability mo, they will actually add 2% or something like that. Kasi pina-factor in nila yung future interest rate hikes as well, yung mga hike na doon.
So, mostly ginagawa nyo, yung appreciation lang ng property or ginagawa yung rental property.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
rental also, but at the moment, it's all negatively geared. So medyo out of pocket pa rin kami kasi nga medyo sobrang taas na ng interest rates ngayon sa Australia. Hindi
Yeah.
makahabol yung rental repayments dun sa mortgage. So medyo out of pocket pa rin kami. Which is
Yeah.
somehow nakuha pa rin namin as
Get it on
tax break.
Yeah, so at the end of the year.
You can claim it for tax. Yung interest rate, right? So you can claim it. I
Yes.
think lahat nagsasuffer with the interest rate, right? Kahit dito kami sa Canada, from 1%, 2% variable ako, Alan, before eh.
Oh, wow.
Went to 6%, right? So it's
Same.
crazy.
Yes.
But what can you do? This is
Yeah.
this is how it is, right? So you just have to move forward. Lagi na sinasabi ng Audi, you just have to move forward.
Yes. Create other ways on how to make money. So
Yeah.
Euro market.
True market. Yeah, true.
That's true.
Galing.
Then kasi di ba lagi ko rin sinasabi na once you entered real estate, kasi once you already have that, you have to service the loan. Kasi you unpredictable when the value will gonna go up or down. Kaya mahalaga na meron kang active business, which is ginagawa naman nila. So may active business sila to service the loan in case nga yung negative yung rental dun sa mortgage, which you can still possess the control of the property. So yun yung isa, yung equity. Ano pa po yung iba pang na try nyo na? Meron nag-try na ba kayo din ng small business loan? Meron bang tinatawag dyan na government loan for SME?
Or line of credit.
Or
Line of credit.
how do you able to arrange pati yung funding from the friends? Do you guys have a contract? Do you guys promise a rate of return? How do you guys facilitate it?
O nga, paano approach nyo para naman
Paano kami
may mga friends akong kagaya nyo eh.
So like, paano siya maglalagay ng mga $100,000 Canadian dollars sa sa business, paano niyo ginagawa?
Kailangan niya ako eh.
This is for educational purposes, di ba?
Bibili ako ng property ngayon, kailangan ko. Bigyan mo naman ako.
Real experience ko. So paano yon gagawin? Halimbawa, ito si Erwin may 100,000 Canadian dollars.
Wala.
Paano yan?
Nasa mga bahay. Wala ako.
Paano to? Kasi yung equity malinawanag na eh. We know already the equity line that we can leverage equity line or yung equity ng bahay. How about dun sa yung business loan or loan from friends? How do you guys do it?
So yung loan from friends naman, there's we drafted a contract din. So para rin fair sa kanila, so they added the current interest rate then. So say parang personal loan siya, but it's not through the bank, it's through your friends. So we just have a contract and then 7% interest and then payable after a year. So similar thing. At least nagkaroon din sila ng income from what they lend.
Pwede yung gentleman's agreement, yung handshake.
Mahirap yun.
Kailangan
may black and white.
So I'm hearing a contract na meron kayong contract na you guys sign, and then there's the stated interest rate, and then there's terms.
We also do it before, like kami naman yung other way around, kami naman yung nagli-lend. May contract din talaga. Pero talagang mabilis naman pag we are available naman din na okay, may ganito tayo. We also give and lend kasi. Tulungan lang.
Pautang din ako, 7% lang pala. Sige na, please. Sige na.
May Gcash ka ba?
Well, ito pa, another follow-up question. Sorry, marami akong tanong kasi this is very interesting topic.
Ang ganda ng topic na to, gabi.
Kasi
Pero alam ko 1 hour, pwede ba tayo mag-extend? Baka pwede mag-extend kasi minsan lang to. Artista na, magaling na.
Sir Odi, ganito, di ba? So, kasi sa mga bangko, they have like, hiningan ka ng 6 months bank statements, yun yung mga return. Alam na natin yun yung traditional, getting loan and lending. And paano sa mga friends? Do they ask, or yung private investor and friends, do they ask like income tax return, or how does it work? Like Just the contract and sign it. Hindi sila nagtatanong, kamusta ang business nyo? Meron na ba kamusta yung financial statement nyo last year? Ilan ba ang net profit margin nyo? Bakit kayo hingi ng additional capital? Saan nyo gagamitin? Wala silang ganong
Wala, kasi we're very close with them. So,
they're like family, I suppose. Yung mga close friends.
yes. So, at saka alam nila na, I guess confident din sila kasi we already have investment properties. And the worst case scenario is you can just liquidate one and then to pay them off. So, wala naman silang hiningi mga financial statements kasi they know us really well.
Sa mga friends pala, talagang based on trust, hindi na sila humihingi. So that is something that kasi sa akin, ang motto ko kasi is you are good until there's a problem eh. Kaya maganda talaga na may kontrata, and then sometimes I ask them, I inquire and they inquire, like open book kung may kita or wala, kasi at least you build confidence from that. Pero doon nga sa mga friends nyo, napaka-friendly nila. I hope ma-meet ko sila. Hindi, joke lang po. But that's actually good. So sa mga listeners namin all over the world, sometimes you have to be a good person with integrity and character. Kasi sometimes yung mayayaman mong friends could be a way to get non-traditional funding sa mga businesses natin, which is magandang lesson, di ba?
Yes.
Hindi lang bangko, hindi lang equity ng bahay, kasi, di ba? But, even people around us na meron tayong trust between sa mga relationship natin could be a way to get funding or capital. So,
actually, meron pa siyang ibang hindi binanggit sa'yo.
ano yun? Banggitin mo yan.
Yung non-traditional way, for example, investment ng mga gamit or something like that.
Actually,
nakatulong yun, malaking tulong.
Investment ng
mga luxury items.
Luxury.
Oh.
Yes. So,
Tulad ng?
Bilang isang maarteng babae, invest tayo paminsan-minsan sa mga luxury. So as the brands Chanel and Hermes ganyan. So during pandemic, yung Chanel hindi pa siya ganun kataas yung presyo eh. So I've invested in a pre-loved bag. Ito, short story din. Tapos na-purchase ko nga siya online. And then nung kinulang kami sa rent, what I did was to sold it to a friend na kasi tumaas na yung value, so at the current value. So kumita pa ako, tapos naka-help siya talaga sa renta namin para makuha yung itong cafe. So yun yung isang non-traditional way din, invest in luxury items na alam mong magi-increase ng value. Yes. So hindi
anything that will appreciate value in the future that magandang ilagay yung investment kaysa nasa bank.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, kasi nasa bank. At saka hindi lahat ng luxury, disclaimer again hindi lahat ng luxury items do appreciate. So you have to really pick the brands that will, kunwari mga Chanel, mga Rolex, Hermes, ganyan. It won't lose its value. Actually, mas mahal pa nga siya if it's pre-loved minsan kesa sa brand new. So yun, I invested in those as well.
Galing.
Yeah, I remember.
Naalala ko tuloy, Elmer, naalala ko yung isang kaibigan ko eh. Malayo to eh. Sinabi niya kasi, pag mga anniversary nila, birthday, nagre-regalo na lang sila ng jewelry sa isa't isa. Alam mo ba, kinope namin mag-asawa yun. Kasi, kaya nga, bumili na rin ako. Sabi ko, bibili na ako. Di ba? So, bumili na ako ng ganito. So, nag-start na kami mag-ipon-ipon. Kasi eventually, later on, sabi nung kaibigan ko, you can use this. Kumbaga, magagamit mo na siya, you can also use this in case of emergency. So, salamat dun sa kaibigan ko na nasa Cali.
Well, hindi. Para ipaliwanag man natin sa mga nakikinig. Kasi tama yung sinabi ni Jennifer and Audie. Hindi lang house ang pwede mong pag-investan para magkaroon ka ng yung asset na nag-appreciate, para magkaroon ka ng future benefits. Katulad sa kanila yung luxury bag. when it appreciates, it's a good investment. Doon naman sa sinasabi mo sa kaibigan mo, yung gold, diamonds, those, sometimes we don't, nung bata pa ako, mga binata pa ako, hindi ko maintindihan bakit yung mga tao, yung mga nagbi-business, bumibili sila ng mga mamahaling diamonds, mamahaling gold, and it's like, I don't understand. Sabi ko, bakit nila, but akala natin it's just luxury or just to show up. But hindi pala. May ibang way to look at it. It's an investment for the future. I remember I have a friend na nagbibili lang siya ng silver, hanggang nung binata pa siya. And then bago siya ikasal, nung binenta niya yung silver niya, it paid all her wedding,
Wow.
wedding cost because of that silver. Collector lang siya ng silver, and doon ko na nakita yung kaibigan mo pa lang yun. Ganon so sabi ko nga, if you have a wife or a husband, buy them like an expensive jewelry because it's not just to show off, but you're putting your excess money to something that will gonna create value more in the future. So yun yung and then benta mo pagka gusto mo ng business, di ba? Benta mo pag ng business.
Yep, it's easier to wait. Sorry.
Salamat doon sa friend ko ha.
Shout out to you, friend.
Shout out to your friend sa Kali. Go ahead, Jen, sorry.
Mas gusto ko yung friends nila doon sa Australia.
Grabe, nabigay ka agad, no? 7% 1 year. Go ahead, Jen. Sorry. Nadadala nila kami.
Kasi yun sa experience namin, mas madali siyang i-liquidate kaysa magbenta ng bahay. Kasi if you sell your house, it will take a couple of months, and by the time, baka wala na yung gusto mong investan na property or na business. So if you have these, mas tangible na luxury items, madali siyang liquidate. Yun, mas And also, introduce ko kayo dun sa friend ko. Yun nga, yung friend namin na pahiram, he retired. He's also a nurse. He was a nurse. He retired before 40 years old, and he got 13 properties in Australia. So I'll introduce you.
Definitely, next year.
Pwede ba bumili yung mga hindi Australian or outside? Paano siya nag-work? You set up a corporation, then you buy there?
Yes, so 30% lang yung deposit. Of course, higher interest rate, I think. Pero yun, investors can buy. So, yeah. Maraming mga overseas investors din dito sa Melbourne.
Ayos. Alan, alam ko nagda-digest ka dyan. It's your turn. I'll give you the floor. Mute, unmute. Ayan.
So, Erwin, hindi lang dito sa Canada, pwede lang mag-invest sa Australia.
Oo nga, yun nga.
Erin, that can be arranged daw, sabi, di ba, Jennifer?
Right. So, real estate agents din nga pala kami. We forgot to... So, properties, you can contact us as well.
Shout out.
Totoo yan, Jen?
Totoo, yes.
Pero within Melbourne lang. Hindi pwede.
All over. Yes.
Talaga? Nag-aagawin kayo? Yun, may contact na. Elmer, abangan mo to ha. May contact na tayo sa Australia. Pag gusto mong bumili dyan.
Sa bye-bye, na tamad na pong magnegosyo. Nandun na po kayo sa edad ng 50, 60, 70. At marami po kayong pera. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan. Meron po kaming friends sa Australia. You can invest money there.
Link down below.
Credible to. Ano talaga to. Kahit yung mga kaibigan na ito, nagbibigay ka agad eh. Walang question. Yeah, so, sige. 10 more minutes na lang. I know. Grabe yan. Ang saya talaga makapag-usap pag pare-pareho kayo ng ng wavelength no? Nakaka-excite ng ganitong mga conversation. Alan, meron ka bang gustong itanong sa kanila?
Masarap makipag-usap pag alam mo yung kausap mo, hindi nang bobola.
Bumalat ka na naman eh.
I mean, yung kasi totoong yung kasi po yung aming parang mantra dito sa aming podcast, we interview real people, real experience. And walang bola kasi ginawa nila gumagana. hindi
Based on experience
imposible o hindi imposible sa ibang mga, lalo sa mga kapwa natin Pinoy, or even hindi Pinoy, even other people, even other nationalities, na nag-iisip pa kung paano mag-start. May ways to do it, and merong mga ways na ginawa si Audie at saka si Jen na nag-work,
Nag-work
and
sa
it's still
kanila.
working. Di ba? Nakaka-inspire. Inspired na to.
Alan. Grabe nga. O Alan, ikaw na. Kanina ka pa dyan. Oh,
Nakamute na naman.
Marami tayong natutunan ngayong araw na to. Right? So, ayun, talagang ano yung natutunan natin ang lesson ngayon, hindi lang kwentuhan, talagang ginawa. Right? So, thanks Jen and Audie for sharing your journey. At personally, marami akong natutunan eh.
Parang nga ang digest mo dyan eh.
Alam mo, sinulat ko lahat ng mga sinabi ni, kala mo ba? Nagsusulat ako. Lahat ng mga sinabi ni Audie and Jen, no? Ayan, no, nakasulat. Kala mo, ha? Hindi lang
Well, I think,
recording.
Erwin, bigyan natin ng time na i-promote ni Jennifer at saka ni Audie yung business nila ngayon na up and running sa Melbourne, Australia. Kasi I know maraming makikinig, lalo na sa mga kaibigan natin sa Australia. I-promote yung kanilang mga businesses, and maybe you could leave your phone number or your email, or if you have a website, please mention it para mai-post din namin and spread namin yung word about your journey and your businesses.
Okay, sige, before you do that, Audie and Jen, may last question ako. Sorry,
Okay.
pahabol. Hindi, saglit lang, last na nga to eh. Any advice or na may advice mo sa mga nagsisimula, na natatakot, or hindi alam kung, wala akong kapital, paano ako magsimula ng negosyo, mag-save muna ba ako, anong kailangan gawin? Ano yung mga pwede mong i-advise sa kanila? I'm sure, yung mga pinagdaanan nyo, may time na natatakot din kayo, may time na, tama ba itong ginagawa ko? Balik na lang ako doon, ayoko nang gawin to. Yung mga ganon, di ba? So, what can you advise with people na nagsisimula, or, any advice from other entrepreneurs na nagsisimula pa lang?
Sige, so bilang para sa akin, lalo na sabi niya nga, Pinoy tayo, Pilipino, talagang we work so hard, kilala ang Pilipino buong mundo. So yun lang, lang tayo, mag-work hard sa goals. Tapos yung don't forget na may mga tao rin dyan, tapos magdadasal din tayo lagi. Important din yung faith para sa amin. When you're making big decisions, hindi dapat minamadali. Tapos pangalawa, yung pag na-reject ka, hindi ibig sabihin that's the end of everything. Kasi there's something probably better. Tapos pangatlo, start small, pero aim big. Parang dream big. Diba? Hindi naman kailangan malaki ka agad yung business mo, mayaman ka na agad. Lahat naman tayo may pinag-umpisa, humble beginning. Parang ganun. Like, yun yung para sa tatlong na foundation.
Well said. Isa akin naman advice.
Amen.
Yes. Isa akin naman, education is an antidote to fear. So, pag takot tayo, may anxiety tayo kasi hindi natin alam yung isang bagay eh. So you just have to, be knowledgeable around it by, having mentors, speaking to people with experiences, read or, listen to podcasts or business, or YouTube channels na nakakatulong din. Kasi those are, people who had real experiences na can help you somehow motivate you, with your business. Also, pag may goal ka talaga, bigay mo lahat, 110% para ma-achieve mo yung goal na yun. Yun nga, di ba? Pag may nagsabi ng no, it's just a redirection. Don't give up on your dreams. Always dream big. Kasi ikaw lang naman ang nag-limit sa sarili mo kung ano yung pwede mong ma-achieve. The others is just noise. Kung sinasabi na di mo kaya, ano, ba't mo pinasok yan, bumalik ka na lang sa dati, it's just noise for what you're really destined to be. And yun nga, talaga, have faith in God. Ipagdasal mo kung para sa'yo talaga yung bagay na yun. And then, don't forget to pay it forward. Kasi, ang business, kasi lalo siguro, Filipinos are really born competitive. So, ayaw natin ng somehow competition. Ang hirap minsan makausad yung business pag feeling mo kompetensya. Pwede namang sabay-sabay kayo umangat eh. That's our vision dito sa expo that we're running with our marketing business, na we help businesses get to their full potential by helping each other. We lift each other up. Hindi yung naghihilahan pababa na mas magaling ako sa'yo, hindi. So, dito sa group ng Pinoy entrepreneurs namin, there are a lot of similar businesses, pero they collaborate. There's really power in collaboration natutunan talaga namin yan dito sa negosyo. We help small businesses, in return yung mga fans nila, yung mga nagtatangkilik din sa kanila, nakikilala rin kami. So don't be scared na makipag-collaborate with other business kasi there's power in numbers. So yun. Yun lang po.
Galing. Grabe, ang galing talaga na itong mag-asawa na to. Artista na, matalino na, grabe. Grabe talaga.
And nabanggit nila yung Pinoy entrepreneurs sa Australia, Melbourne, right? And
Yes.
we wanna show our gratitude and respect and admiration sa inyong mga ginagawa dyan. And I
Salamat.
hope na lahat ng mga Filipino entrepreneurs maging successful at lahat ng mga gusto nyong gawin in the next coming years will gonna materialize under sa inyong samahan. We are so proud and inspired by what you guys are doing right now.
Thank you so much, guys. Salamat din sa pag-create itong platform na to.
Yeah.
Talagang nakakatulong yan na maka-reach pa ng marami pang tao, na ma-inspire, ma-motivate. Kahit sa syempre may mga times na hindi naman laging positive, di ba? May mga gusto na mag-give up. Pero this platform, I believe na makakatulong kayo ng mas marami pang mga entrepreneurs all around the globe. The universe, rather.
The universe sa Mars. Well, I think we have to move to the
ano muna nila uli yung business nila, so that way
yung next natin is please showcase yung mga business nyo. If you have contact numbers, please mention it in my Facebook page here, or so that people that will listen to this podcast can find you, find your services, your business, and can visit the cafe, Kusina in Melbourne. Go ahead. I'll give you the floor.
Yes po. So, mahanap niyo po kami sa 726 Perth Road, Camberwell, or our socials, Cafe Kusina, and Instagram, cafe_kusina po.
And then you can also
remember
private Facebook pages, hindi kami suplado. So, Dan Atayde and Odi Atayde. Just message us if you want to chat about business or kung ano man, yun, mag-hello, ganyan. Artista yan.
Phone number po, area code 03-9125-0684. We're available 24/7 at your service.
And also, we would like to invite everyone to the upcoming 4th Pinoy Entrepreneurs Expo 2023 sa November 12 yan, Banjel Place, Warren, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. There'll be over 50 businesses, Filipino-run businesses sa event. So it's a combination of iba-iba, mga real estate, brokers, fitness, coaches, food, ano pa ba? Clothing, beauty, salons, yan. Lahat ng mga Pinoy nandyan, supportahan natin sila.
Wow. How about yung accounting firm?
Yes, of course. So you can go through TaxSmart Cafe KC. So that's our Facebook page. So sa mga accounting needs, sa mga business owners, or even individual tax returns, we're open for bookings.
And what's the phone number or email ng accounting so that people will know? Sorry, ako yung police, no?
So sa Facebook page, i-search lang nila yung Taxmart Cafe KC. Ayan. So kami rin ang sumasagot doon sa mga messages.
Taxmart.
Thank you.
Galing. Grabe yung kasawang to. Grabe.
Baka
Alan.
Your portion?
Your portion, Alan. I give you the floor.
Nakamute ka, Alan.
Nagpapasalamat ako sa senior nyo na experience nyo. Marami akong natutunan personal.
Galing. Thank you, Alan and Jen. Sorry, Alan and Jen. Nalito na ako.
Nalito ka na.
And Jen. Sorry. Elmer, I just want to say thank you, Audie and Jen, for giving us your time. Appreciate it, right? Elmer, any last word you want to say? I know it's overtime na tayo. This is a good topic. And hopefully we can invite again Audie and Jen in the future, right? Yeah. And Tagalog pa rin, sana. Hopefully.
Well, I don't want to give a last word, but I want to say thank you so much for being here, Audie and Jen. You guys are awesome, and at the same time full of experience that people will gonna be like really learn from your stories. I wish for the best sa inyong mga ginagawa, lalo na sa entrepreneurs dyan sa mga Burnsteria, sa upcoming yung event. Thank you for being a hand and a feet for helping these entrepreneurs. I mean, akita ko yung vision nyo and I really salute you guys. And secondly, I hope na marami pang makaalam ng inyong business, ang Kape Kusina. Pagpunta namin dyan, tikman namin yan. Yung
YouTube channel nga rin po pala kami, Red
sure.
So, nandun ibang journey namin on how we bought a house, yung ganyan. Hindi lang siya active lately kasi sobrang busy sa cafe, but our real estate journeys was there.
Yeah, please forward it to Erwin para mailagay natin dun.
Yeah, lalagay natin sa ano natin.
And
Perfect.
also sa inyong accounting firm, for sure, sa mga naghahanap ng accounting services, financial services, don't forget to, alam nyo na. Well, thank you so much, guys. I hope we have a lot of time. I feel like kilala ko na kayo ng matagal. But you know, sa ating episode, you know, very limited time lang, and then we're gonna invite you again.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Audie and Jen. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. Have a good evening.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Makain kami ng kangaroo next time.
Sure. Kangaroo silog.
Pinangakuan kami ni Chef Ben.
Chef Ben. Oo, sabi niya pagpunta namin dyan. Definitely, planuhin na to. Alan, planuhin na natin yung Australia.
Next year.
Sinabi ni Alan, nangyayari yan Audie and Jen, thank you again. Take care. We'll talk again.
Stop recording. Ganun ka, di ba? Stop recording.
It's like we know each other for so long na. So,
magkakamera na ako.
Kwentuhan lang kami.
Tapos na ba yung recording natin?
Hindi pa.
Paki-stop mo na. Ay, hindi pa ba? Hindi ba magkagano ka pa? Stop
Kasama ko ba to? Okay, sige. Thank you so much. Take care.
Ano ba talaga? Parang ayaw mong paalam, ha? Stop mo na.
Stop recording na ako. Stop recording.